It was honestly, I got kicked out
What?
because this little fat kid, I'm dying. I need to slow down or I'm gonna fall off. Just having dinner with like royal family, like so random. Like, I've been in a relationship for the past 2 years.
You have?
Yeah. If I get hurt here, like, can I sue you?
Aris, I can't believe you just announced. What is up, guys? I'm Kate Max, the host of The Treadmill Show, where we test our limits on the treads. And today, I'm here with the European kid.
You don't know who you're messing with. The richest family in Europe.
Bro, should I
Go back to Dubai.
Should I call my security?
Go back to Dubai.
And we're gonna be putting him through our 5 intensity zones. With each zone, the pace gets faster and the answers get even more real. Let's get into zone 1.
Is this how it's gonna be like the whole time?
This is how it's gonna be like.
This is easy. This is pretty easy. I'm dying. I need to slow down or I'm gonna fall off.
So zone 1 is just a little walk and talk. We're gonna get comfortable. How are you feeling going into this run?
Pretty tall, so like I don't feel like I'm walking anymore.
Have you worked out yet today?
Honestly, no, I haven't worked out in a while, so I am a little out of shape, but I'm feeling fine. I'm sure it's not that big a run. I'm sure it's like some little light workouts.
Introduce yourself to the audience. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do, and tell it to the cam.
I'm the European kid, also known as Aris. I grew up in Belgium, but I'm also from Greece, and I've been living in New York for the past year. Before that, I was in Boston studying. I guess everyone knows me for being the annoying French kid character on social media that complains and gets into argument with people.
I don't need $10,000 as a present for you, okay? Don't come up to me and give me money. We invented fashion. The French people invented fashion. So don't tell me.
You're not allowed to be there. This is
I don't
your
care. I don't care. I want to buy it.
French.
I want to buy this Vespa. Don't insult me.
Oh, God. I'm not such an asshole in real life, like, believe
You're
it or
not.
not. You know me.
I know you, I know. Let's get into a light jog. We're moving into zone 2. Meet me at a 4 or a 5 speed.
You meet me at a 4. I'm already on 4.
I'm already at a 4. I'm gonna go to a 5. Crank that shit up.
Like Americans, like think they work out so hard. Like you guys go wake up in the morning, eat your little Burger King, and then do a run.
What was the first fast food place you tried when you moved to America?
I tried Wendy's.
Ooh, do you remember what you ordered?
No, because everyone was like, you need to go to this place called Wendy's. I'm like, what the hell is Wendy's? Like little girl. Like I remember actually one of the first thoughts, one of the first moments I was in the U.S. Believe it or not, I was a Boy Scout, an American Boy Scout, because that's a thing also in Europe. And I went to an American Boy Scout camp in Arizona called Camp Geronimo, like middle of nowhere. It's really weird. But like,
It's not weird. It's cool. It's cool.
but it was like all nerds. Like I remember going to the camp and being surrounded by like other American Boy Scouts, and they would eat like Butterfingers and all these things. I'm like, what the hell is a Butterfinger? Like, I was like so European around those people. You can imagine like a Boy Scouts camp in Arizona is like the most random experience ever.
I would pay to see the European character in a Boy Scout setting.
It was honestly, I got kicked out
What?
because this little fat kid, no, I can't say that.
You can say that.
I can't say that. This little kid that was overweight would like come up to me and like, I don't know. Europeans are so direct. Every time I would like make fun or like people would be intimidated by me and kids would go and complain. So yeah, I got kicked out.
Gets kicked out of Boy Scouts, eventually moves to the US, comes to Boston. But let's talk about this. You grew up in Belgium and you attended a rich kid private school. I'm curious, what about your upbringing influenced your sense of humor?
So yeah, I definitely grew up with like very affluent people around me. Like when I was young, one of my like best friends was part of the royal family of Qatar, the country Qatar,
Oh, wow.
which is like next to, if you know geography, like near Saudi Arabia, like UAE. Like his uncle was the king of Qatar. So his dad was the ambassador, very important role. I was friends with him, and after class, he'd be like, all right, you guys want to come over to my house? We have someone important coming to like have dinner with. So like bring something fancy. Turns out it was like the royal family of Belgium that we're having dinner with. So I was like 13 years old, like having dinner with like I don't even remember, like one of the king's daughters, like just having dinner with like royal family. Like I was like, this is so random, but
It's wild, and that was your normal growing up.
that was like the normal, yeah.
Do you come from a super affluent family, or was your family like upper middle class?
My family, I come from a good family, but my family's more like, look, they're more in politics also. It's not like I come from some billionaire family, but more just like my grandfather was a big lawyer in Greece, and also like used to be a minister. So like you can imagine, like it's more of like a smart family as opposed to like a super rich family, like intellectual family.
So it was still kind of a shock being thrown into a super affluent setting like the friend that you're describing.
Yes, it was definitely like big, especially from my other school, like the shift of like having, like my best friends were like, yeah, like royal family from Middle Eastern countries to one of my best friends from the richest family of the Netherlands. So yeah, it was quite a big like change.
What's the craziest rich kid experience you had back in high school in your private school days?
I remember when I was 14, we were going to like nightclubs. I would go with my friend who's the Qatari one, and we would go with the driver and have like a bodyguard. And once we were walking out of the nightclub and there was police, and we flipped off the police and we ran into our car like little kids. And the police was coming to the car to arrest us, but they couldn't do anything because the plates were diplomatic. And like you can't, like you basically, like when you have diplomatic license plates, you can't do anything about it. So I felt like such a badass moment.
All right, how are you feeling in this run?
Feeling good, it's hard to talk.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit, okay? We're gonna enter into zone 3. You're known for your hilarious skits online. I'm curious, what was the first video you ever made and what inspired you to make it?
The first one I did was literally in this hotel room with like one of my best friends from Boston. It was like 1 a.m. I'm just like, yo, like I watched, you know who I watched that inspired me? This guy called Gray, who does these skits. There's like the skits with this guy called Benji, where it's like this weird emo kid. Have you ever seen it?
Wait, I feel like I have seen a Benji skit.
Well, his name is Gray. He's a pretty big influencer. He does like these like secret filming type of videos. I want to do the same thing, like pretending I'm like one of my friends. We just did it. Like it was like 1 a.m. I did the video, and then the next day I'm like, it's kind of funny. Like I'm gonna post it, and I just posted it.
And it went viral.
Just went viral.
That is wild. And then you were consistent with it and it started taking off.
Exactly. I was consistent, and like most importantly, like I had fun with it. Everything you do, like you need to have fun with it. Like
Absolutely. I think the coolest thing about you is you came to the US to pursue entrepreneurship and have helped build startups, all while building your massive social media following. What's the biggest lesson about entrepreneurship that you've learned through being the European kid?
is it okay if I put
Absolutely, take it off.
Because my hair keeps coming in my face. This is better.
That's good.
What is the biggest thing I learned about entrepreneurship?
Yeah, through being the European kid.
I learned the importance of understanding social media, because if you can accumulate an audience that's engaging with your content, obviously that can translate to a lot of different like other ways. So just being able to leverage the power of social media is huge. And like for any business now, like everyone's forced to kind of come with the times of understanding like the importance of having some kind of presence on social media. And I think that's really fascinating to me, like how every business you see like is making a TikTok. Like in 2 years ago, if you told me like, oh, BlackRock is gonna have a TikTok, I'd be like, no way, like why?
I really want the CEO of BlackRock on my running show.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what speed are you at?
I'm at 5.8.
Ooh, okay, let's pick it up. I'm gonna go to a 7. We're still in our zone 3. Before we get into a zone 4, I just want us to get a little bit more breathy. You've lived in the US since 2018. I'm curious, what's one thing Americans just don't get about Europe?
They just don't get like, that's a good question. They just don't get the whole like way of speaking. Like one of the biggest things like for me when I came to the US is like, it's the idea, and we talked about it last time on the podcast, but like people are so weird, like weirdly direct when they speak to you. Like in Europe, everyone's very conservative. Like they don't like ask like, hey, how are you doing? Like all that kind of stuff. So that behavior and the mannerisms are just so different to like mannerisms that I've grown up being surrounded by.
What's one thing about me that you think is so different than European culture that you're used to?
I mean, I love your energy. Like your like hyped up energy is great. That's something that like, I feel like Europeans are more like, they're just more conservative. Like they're more to themselves. Like
They're not making people sprint on treadmills.
exactly. Like you wouldn't find this concept in Europe, honestly.
Don't fall off the tread.
Yeah, is there like, I haven't signed anything. Like if I get hurt here, like can I sue you?
Probably. I really hope you don't get hurt here.
I'll try not to.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit. What are you at right now speed-wise?
7.1.
All right, let's move into zone 4. I'm going to an 8. Zone 4 is gonna get a lot more challenging.
All right, I'm gonna take off this sweater because it's getting hot.
Be really careful taking off the sweater though. A little nervous for you taking it off while you're still running. Aris has dinner plans after this. Aris, what are you doing for dinner after this?
I'm going to eat with a friend who is the founder of Nuts Factory.
Okay. Ooh, I love Nuts Factory.
Yeah, have you tried their Dubai chocolate?
Yeah, I just tried their Dubai chocolate.
Are you on Storytime yet?
No.
Could have got it for free.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh. Okay, tell me about Storytime. Give us the elevator pitch for what Storytime is and why you created it.
Storytime is a platform that allows influencers to instantly connect with restaurants. The whole point of why I started it is something that I wanted for myself as an influencer. Like, if you're going out to get a tuna cotta sandwich, you could just instantly go on Storytime and see an offer available in exchange for posting content about it.
I love it. You're bringing out an entrepreneur side of you with Storytime.
Yeah.
We're seeing a different side of Aris with Storytime. All right, let's pick up the pace a little bit.
Jeez.
I'm at an 8.0. I'm gonna go to an 8.5. This is a rapid fire question round, okay?
Go, baby.
American or European girls?
European. I can't be with American girls.
Woo! Really? Have you dated around at all while being here?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, I have, but like I've been in a relationship for the past 2 years.
You have?
Yeah.
What's your girlfriend's name? Or boyfriend? I don't know.
can't say it
Ah!
because she's not on social media. She's like studying law. Very different route.
Wait, Aris, I can't believe you just announced that you have a girlfriend. I feel like nobody knows this.
Yeah, because I like to keep it more private.
Okay, what is the key difference between American girls and European girls?
Different like values that are present.
Right. What nationality is your girlfriend?
Turkish.
Ooh, okay. How'd you guys meet?
Through a friend in Boston, and specifically in an elevator.
Oh, something with elevators in you.
I know.
Okay, so you met in the US.
In the U.S., yeah.
That's awesome. All right, you have great taste and you're very well traveled. I think that's something everybody can tell from your content. What do you consider the best restaurant in the world?
In the world?
In the world.
I mean, I can't tell you in the world, but we're in Brooklyn right now. Best restaurant I went to in Brooklyn is A.K.A. This Persian place. Very good.
And you're from Belgium, but you've spent a lot of time in Paris. Give me your favorite restaurant in Paris.
Thing is I haven't spent that much time in Paris.
Okay, Belgium.
My mom's cooking, honestly.
I love that. What is the most overrated tourist spot in Europe?
The mannequin piss in Brussels, like this little kid's like standing and pissing. It's the icon of Belgium. It's so like small, like the statue.
Yeah.
It's lame.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit. What are you at speed-wise?
8.5.
Okay, get to a 9. Final question in the rapid fire round. Which accent is harder to understand? A French accent or a Southern American accent?
French.
French.
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because like the French accent is like very like, it's very, a Southern accent's more like,
Don't fall. Stay with me.
I don't know, but French, like, the thing is, like, French people don't make an effort to really learn English, so French accents tend to be worse.
All right, I want you to leave it all on the treads. We're moving into zone 5. This is the fastest zone yet.
It's like a sprint.
Yeah, absolute sprint. I'm at a 9. I'm kicking it to a 10.3. Whew. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
How are you feeling?
Feeling tired.
How far are you going? What's your distance so far?
1.7.
I'm at a 1.8.
Damn, a woman's beating me. I'm kidding.
Stay with me. Here we go. When's the last time you ran?
Like,
Oh, don't fall off.
probably a couple weeks ago.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how sore do you think we're gonna be tomorrow?
I don't know, but I'm dying.
How does this compare to like a Barry's boot camp or a hard workout in the city?
Oof, I need to slow down or I'm gonna fall off.
And, woo!
I need to slower. I don't know how you're doing this.
Come on, sprint it out. Give me a quote or motto that you live by.
A quote that I live by.
Quote that you live by.
I'll give you a good one once I slow down.
Slow it down.
God damn.
The heart rate's coming down.
I haven't worked out like that in weeks, maybe months.
How do you feel?
Breathless.
I like to end all of my runs with one question. What are we manifesting for 2025?
Good people, hard work, and consistency.
More runs?
Definitely more runs. I love running.
Okay. Well, we are done. Take it all off. Give me a high five. You crushed it.
You beat me.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to the European Kid. Everybody make sure you're following the European Kid across socials. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you so much. You're the only reason we have this show. Thanks, guys.